In this video I will show you how to install Proxmox backup server on the same hardware that is already running Proxmox VE. This is not recommended for a production environment. Here you should install Proxmox backup server on a dedicated machine, but in general it is possible to install Proxmox backup server on the same hardware as Proxmox VE. For example, that can be used for a test environment. And therefore I will demonstrate that during a live demo. There's also a getting started for Proxmox backup server on the official website. Here it is described how to install Proxmox backup server on the dedicated hardware, so a standalone installation. For that we can download an ISO image and boot from USB and use the graphical installer to install Proxmox backup server. But here we also have a link to the full installation guide. Of course, I will also show you the standalone installation on a dedicated hardware. So please just watch the separate video for that if you're interested in it. But this video will be about installing Proxmox backup server on the same machine as Proxmox VE. And within the installation guide, we see that Proxmox backup server is also based on Debian. We can use the official ISO installer to install it. And in theory, we can also install Debian and install Proxmox backup server within Debian. Just like we will install Proxmox backup server together with Proxmox VE, which is also based on Debian. And for that, I will scroll down a bit. And here we have the official package repositories for Debian and also for the Proxmox backup server. Both the enterprise repositories that require a valid subscription and also the no subscription repositories that I will use within that video. Just like when using Proxmox VE, we can use the no subscription repositories without a valid license. But as we can see here, they are not recommended for production use. But for my test system, I will be fine. So I will copy this section to the clipboard, because I need to add this package repository to my system. We can do that within the web interface or also via the CLI by editing this file here, sources.list, in the etc app directory. And to do this change, I'm already connected to my Proxmox node via SSH. And I will now use the nano editor to change the sources.list file within the etc app directory. So here I can just paste the content from the website in order to add the no subscription repository for installing Proxmox backup server. Via Ctrl X, I can quit and save. And after that, I can just update the package repositories via apt update. And as we can see here, the package repositories for Proxmox backup server were updated with success. And then I can just install Proxmox backup server using a single command, apt install proxmox-backup-server. And great, the installation was completed with success. So I can now switch to my web browser and check if the web interface of Proxmox backup server is already reachable. As you might know, we can access Proxmox VE via port 8006. And quite easy to remember, we can access Proxmox backup server via the next port number 8007. And here I can just authenticate using the same credentials that I use to log in within Proxmox VE. Then I just get this notification that we also know from Proxmox VE, which says that I don't have a valid subscription, but I can skip that. And so far so good. Proxmox backup server is up and running on the same machine that runs Proxmox VE. So basically the installation of it is quite straightforward. We just need to add the package repository for Proxmox backup server, and then we can install it via a single apt install command. One thing that I noticed when I installed Proxmox backup server for the first time on this machine was that the update of the packages failed, as we can see here within the logs. So apt update failed, and that was caused by the fact that the Proxmox backup server enterprise repositories were also activated, and you can check that directly within the web interface by clicking on your host and selecting repositories. And here you can see that the no subscription repositories for Proxmox backup server is activated, but also the enterprise repository. So I can just click on that and select disable. So now only the no subscription repository is active for Proxmox backup server. And now I can also switch to updates and perform a refresh here. And then we can see that apt update is also working without any issues again. So yeah, we did the change via the web interface. So to disable this enterprise repository here, as an alternative, it's also possible to delete the file that is listed here, for example via the CLI, so that apt update is possible again without any issues. Yeah, so far so good for the installation of Proxmox backup server together with Proxmox VE on the same hardware. And of course, I'm looking forward to exploring all these features of Proxmox backup server with you together in the upcoming videos.